Action.
All right. Hey, everybody. Are you going to say hello or are you?
Hey guys.
Let's let the comments catch up a second. Stephanie's out feeding her goats. There's Miss Londa and Carrie and Lorraine, Susan. Everybody's here. There's Nana. All right, guys. How are y'all? We are still missing Daddy. He is still at work. Neil said you are not allowed to speak. She's just going to sit here.
He said I am allowed.
Oh, I thought he said you're not. I'll say, well, you're not going to be a whole lot of help. Oh, and here comes Red. You can't come. You don't have a shirt on. We'll get you some water.
No.
Talk to everyone instead of reading the comments.
I'm good at reading.
Yeah. Well,
Hey, Mom.
not quite sure how it's going to go because Farmer Rhett has not been on his best behavior today. So I had to tell him you might be in here getting in trouble. So we're gonna see just how this goes. Miss Lorraine says she loves the new baby goat. He is adorable. And
hey, Mama.
Yes.
Do you know what my juice is?
I have no idea.
You finished it.
You'll have to go make one.
Can you please?
Everybody wants you to be good. Well, Jacob, I was gonna do it with Rhett today, but he just couldn't be good today, so we had to get Sister in here. He's been a little bit on the wild side, so he's gotta hang out in the bedroom tonight. So as y'all saw, there was one of my favorite things about that little baby goat is its face. I sent Cassie a picture today, and she said she was watching the video, and it was cute. And I said his ears are bigger than his face, and it is so cute. He has the shortest, stubbiest little face. Lots of people have said to name him Blue, and I like that. I kind of like the name Blue.
That's not what I was laughing at.
Oh, I know. I see. W. Washington said we look like sisters. That's a compliment for me.
I don't know. I get
told There's Lori at LG.
Huh? I get told I look old.
Rhett, stop pushing on the table, son. You cannot be over here until you have a shirt on, and you don't have a shirt on. Yeah. Baby Blue, yes. I really like the name Blue. And it does have the baby blue eyes. I think it's really cute. And it's so different from the other little goat.
Mm-hmm.
Mom, do we have any new packets?
I don't know, buddy. You'll have to go up there and look.
Well, the girl is mostly black.
Yeah, she looks like a cow.
She's mostly black, and then this one was mostly white.
Mm-hmm. But their markings are absolutely different. The new baby looks like if it was a girl, it had the best makeup features because it has like eyeliner on. It's really cute. There's Duncan Family Farm. Yes, Hope. Nick is still at work. He is going on 12 days straight. Lori went ahead and clicked the like button in case she enjoys the live
Was she
stream.
here last week?
No.
Oh, well, you're going to like it.
Is she?
Yeah, because I'm on here.
Oh, that's a little arrogant.
Just kidding.
Lorraine said, how's your driving going?
I mean, I can drive during the day. I can't drive at night.
Well, I don't drive good at night.
It hurts my eyes.
Well, that's just part of it. But maybe you won't have to drive at night a lot, but you have to learn.
I hope I don't got to drive at night a lot.
Depends on if you start working. If you work, you probably will. Life is changing.
It'll be okay.
It is changing for you. So we got up into the 70s today. We are having warm days this week. It's supposed to be in the 80s by the middle of the week.
That is not February weather.
No, it is not.
Alabama needs to get their weather under
There's
control.
Aunt Judy. I know. I'm enjoying it though. It was pleasant today, wasn't it?
Mhm.
It was nice, and
It had a cool little breeze.
yeah, I wore long sleeves, but it wasn't uncomfortable. Aunt Judy said we look like twins. You have to learn to look at the road in front of you instead of the oncoming cars. Yeah, you do. My daddy always taught me to look at the white line on the side, not the center lines, but the line on the side, because as long as you're looking at that, you're not, or
Ooh.
It's like a hot dog with a bun. The grass is technically the bun.
it's like a hot dog with a bun,
With the mustard, like the middle,
mustard in the middle,
and then the mayonnaise on the side.
and the mayonnaise
Here.
on the side. Okay.
25 degrees.
Oh,
Always
goodness.
remember that, Kay.
Okay, thank you, Farmer Rep, for the driving instructions
At 6 years old.
at 6 years old. But yeah, Dad always taught me to look at that outside line, and you stay close to it, but inside, and you should be good. Not all the time, but just like when cars are coming. So 10 and 2. So no, we have not picked a name yet. Nick still hadn't even got to meet the baby. I'm kind of waiting for him to get to put his hands on it. He hadn't been to the farm since Belle had her baby last week.
Yeah.
So we're just kind of making sure everything's going from day to day. There's Megan Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the 80s for the temperature. I like it. I like it as long as there's a breeze. So what y'all think about me running that chainsaw? I think I need to get another one. Stay close to the mayonnaise, not the mustard. Yes, that's right.
I got told to be the ketchup and be in a straight line. That's what Nana tells me.
Be the ketchup and stay in a straight line.
Because you have the mustard, then you have the mayonnaise, so you gotta be the middle. Be the ketchup.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, that's what I've been told.
Yeah. Well, hey, Catherine. So I know we did a video about that saw as, part of a collaboration, but we have used that thing and it has come in really handy. And I really think we need to get another one.
It makes it fun. I don't feel like you're actually working.
Right, because we can just throw it around and cut something, hand it over, and cut something. You don't have, it's not heavy, and it's not, you don't have to keep yanking on it. You just push a button and it's going. And it was pretty cool. I like it. We need another one. That way we can both be working on both sides of the fence and we can get more accomplished. You did a wonderful job. One for each of us. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. She does need one. And then we'll be able to get a lot done, I think.
Maybe.
Yeah. The rain said it's 100.4 there today. That's not for us.
Might be in Alabama, but
Then you can come help her cut trees.
Okay.
All them pine trees.
What was we cutting down in that video?
I think it was a pine tree.
I don't know, but it ate my arms up.
Yeah, it's got them prickly things all over it, and we have cuts all over our fingers and made your arm a little rashy.
Yeah.
Faye, it is worth every bit of, I think it was $50 or $60, and it's worth that.
Was it actually?
Yeah. That's not much, is it?
It's a lot in my mind.
Well, you're 15.
Yeah.
I'm looking at how much we got
Compared
done.
to a regular chainsaw, it's not
Right.
bad.
And one that we can throw around. A cedar tree, that's right.
I was thinking cedar tree, but
That's right.
I didn't want to sound stupid.
Well, we don't even know. We were just cutting because it had to come down. But they are pokey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, pokey. Deborah said she's late. She hadn't missed, not missing a whole bunch. There's Chris. Jack was enjoying the shade while it was still there. No, Jack is just nosy. Jack goes wherever we go, and he's going to stand right there in front of that camera as long as we let him.
Well, Jack didn't want to eat the berries off the trees until we cut them down, and he was standing on top of them.
Yeah. He likes to do that. Every time we cut a pile, they decide that's when they need to eat it, which I'm okay with. It doesn't matter because, I mean, what difference is it gonna make to us? But you would think they had never seen fresh tree shavings, pieces, pieces off the tree.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
But then they ate it, and they could have reached it the whole time.
Yeah.
He is definitely a supervisor. Well, Brenda, that's usually how we try to plan it, because I've let the boys run the saw a little bit, but they can't do it on the videos. But me and Mac typically cut, and then the boys drag, but then they don't really want to drag, so they go find something else to do. And they'll help a little bit, and then they'll say, this ain't for me, and they'll end up throwing a ball or something. But then they end up coming back and helping, because if we can get done with our work, then we can do fun stuff. Lorraine Catherine said that she loved her candy. I did get it to her. Maybe a live with Zoe and Chance Wednesday to fill in for Nick. Nick should be back Wednesday. Hopefully. I think tonight is his last night, and he said earlier he could potentially be leaving early tonight, which would be good. He is worn out. He is just, it has exhausted him being on night shift, because you know how long it takes for your body to get used to staying up all night and sleeping all day, and his is only temporary. So there's Mr. Jim with Tennessee Mountain Man. Rowan Riley said they're new to the channel. Well, welcome. We were talking about.
I said, don't get used to this.
What?
Me and you.
Oh, well, you ain't saying anything, so I'm saying it all.
Well,
so we were talking about our new baby goats. We've had 2 baby goats born in the last week, which was, we had a very complicated goat birth last weekend. And then this weekend we've had our little buckling, who's got the cutest little markings and some blue eyes. But we do need to talk about trying to, what did y'all think about moving the goats to making the barn a bigger shelter? Somebody said we should take the chicken bed, what are they called, brooders, put them in where the goats are now. And I kind of like that idea. It'd be a little chicken room. And then putting the goats in the rest of that area. And there would be room without those things in there. And then I was going to just take a gate and wrap it with wire, just the bottom, and put it across the open door. That way they're still getting sunshine, but they can't go out there yet. Because we're going to have to move. Who is it that's so pregnant?
Dolly?
Yeah, Dolly Walker and Gypsy. And
I'm so glad you've thought this through, because you ain't told me none of this yet.
And Jersey. I was talking about it in my head.
Yeah, just not with me out loud.
No. Yes, a nursery. Yeah. So I'm really thinking that's what we're going to do. We don't expect to have any more wild, crazy weather. Big animals, they'll come in there just to see what the goats are doing, but they don't bed down in there. And so I'm really thinking about doing that because it's only temporary, and I just don't want the babies getting hurt being over there with all the big animals. And I just think that's what we need to do. Just
Okay.
give them a lot of open space. We don't want them all crammed in that little bitty square.
Well, you gotta remember how big your doorway is and how big them rooters are.
Well, we can get them. We just have to do it by hand.
Still, it might be too wide.
It's
Or
not.
it's gonna be just enough and you're gonna struggle.
I'm going to struggle either way because it's so heavy and it's so big to move. And remember, man, you did it last time. I don't think Nick helped us.
I think he was sick.
Probably.
I think he had that pneumonia and he couldn't do anything. Or he
Yeah.
wasn't supposed to.
Mr. Edson, 46 days to the expo, and I'm so excited. Nana said something about the mustard and the mayonnaise.
Yes, she did say that. You've told me that many times.
Actually, Mackenzie, she said something about it on the video. Right. You were playing with the baby goat, I believe, and I was talking about it. Maybe you had already walked off, and I was talking about it. She does know I was going to struggle.
Okay.
I'm going to struggle no matter what it is because I always make everything complicated.
Well, that and your farm muscles need to be worked up a little bit.
I'm old. I do need more farm muscles.
Nobody said anything about you being old.
I did.
That's great.
We can't maneuver the tractor in there to move those heavy brooders. I would love to put them in that room, and that would open up so much more room. But once I got them in there, I'm not really sure how I would.
It'd be great if we could just take that wall out and make that entire thing.
But that's not our.
Room.
Yeah, but that's not our barn.
I know.
But it would be wonderful if we could, because it's not part of the structure.
Mm-mm.
If we could take
a few screws out.
It's probably not that simple. Because you know how long that wood's been there, it'd probably just break. Yeah, she's playing a good Nick. She's definitely making me think about things on the fly. Hey, Maggie. Maybe I'll have bigger muscles when I'm in my 60s and 70s. Because apparently at 38, my farm muscles are not good.
I want some snow.
Minnesota's getting snow.
You want to take a trip?
Londa said she's got shoes older than me.
That's about like my shoes. my farm shoes.
Your farm shoes are pretty old and dilapidated. You know what? We didn't turn that light on. I wonder if it ain't making a difference.
Mm-mm. I think it looks better, actually.
Yeah, so we're a little scatterbrained, apparently. Why don't you tell them what you're doing tomorrow? We talked about you and your work and your school and all of that. Why don't you talk about it?
Okay. So tomorrow, actually, I got an email, and it said that I had been accepted to have an interview at the trade school tomorrow.
So we talked about the trade school last weekend, last Sunday. That was something you're going to tour, and they had different classes you can take, but you have to apply to be in their program and get selected.
Yeah.
So tomorrow
I have to go take an interview, which they'll just ask me basic questions like, what do I see myself doing, why I want to do it, I guess if I have any experience, basically.
Well, they're wanting to know what you're wanting to gain out of it.
Yeah. But I narrowed it down to the teaching and cosmetology, just because their nursing one was not what I felt like I needed. So I do believe the teaching one is probably the one that I'm going to get in, because the cosmetology one, I heard that it's basically based off what the others think of you. So, and I have a bad reputation. I just don't really talk to people,
Okay.
especially some of them. But I mean, cosmetology, I just do it every once in a while. Like I do people's hair all the time. But teaching, I'm always with kids. Absolutely always with kids. You see any video that would go anywhere, I have kids with me. So, I mean, might as well put it to use. And I love kids.
Lorraine said, what is cosmetology? That would be like hair and
Hair, makeup,
nails, beautician stuff.
Mm-hmm. Did I start watching Bones yet? No, I have not started watching Bones yet.
Oh, that's what we wanted to start. We never did.
Actually, I was going to start it without you, but I didn't.
Do the teaching one. I think so too. Mackenzie's you're more of a natural, all natural. You don't do a lot of makeup and all of that stuff. But I mean, you could do it for other people, but
yeah,
I think teaching would come more natural.
And if anything, I'd just do it as a side job.
She said, I've always told my daughter when she started driving, stay between the mayonnaise and mustard so you don't become ketchup.
Well, that's
that's
something.
true. Miss Londa said if she had it to do all over again, she'd be a welder or a body repair person, like a panel beater or AC repair. You could do welding.
I did not like that teacher.
Oh.
And I did not like the people that I ended up being with if I did do welding. We know too many of them.
Girl, welders are always a need. You could get a job at Nick's work welding.
You are crazy. And if I did welding, I have to do it both years. And if I didn't like it the first year, then I'm just kind of behind.
Miss Loma goes tomorrow for the shots of Botox for migraines. My mama, she's on here. Nick said absolutely not.
See?
My mom has done that several times, Miss Loma, and they help her.
I had to do welding
Hey,
in
Ginger.
ag. We had to do welding in ag. He'd show us what to do, then he'd make us do it. And then I got a few different things done. But I did not like it, so I'm not doing that.
Nick. Well, you could do it. You could try.
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Well, be a teacher then.
Nick, get back to work and stop peeping. Oh, you get Botox in
I
your
do
lips.
not. Nick, go away. Nick said I get Botox in my lips. I tell him all the time I got big old lips. What is wrong with being a welder? Imagine what you could make.
Oh, I know what you can make. It's just I just don't want to do it. See, that's what Micah's wanting to do. Micah's wanting to be a travel welder.
Yeah, they make lots of money.
Mm-hmm.
You could go into cosmetology. You could give everyone haircuts for free.
I hate to tell you this, but I already do that.
Haircuts? Whose hair are you cutting?
It's not a lot.
I noticed she hasn't yawned at all. I was wondering if it's because it's when you were on the live with her. It's because I don't have to talk as much when Nick's here, so I can spend more time thinking about how much I'm ready to go to bed.
Actually, we took a bet on who would yawn first.
Make big money as a welder, but if you like it, but if you don't like it, it wouldn't be worth doing. That's right. I think teaching would be a good place for her to be.
Yeah.
Lorraine cuts her own hair. She hadn't been to the hairdresser in years. I made the dogs go to bed. but now they're barking.
Well, I only get my hair cut like once a year, so it's always right before school, and I get a big chop. It's great.
Yeah, I reckon.
You reckon? I should tell them what I'm going to do.
Okay, tell them.
I think I'm going to get my hair did.
You're going to get your hair did.
Yeah, I'm going to get my hair
Too
did.
much bureaucratic mess in teaching. Children are only taught. Yes, that's very true. That very much.
It grows back, so don't worry if I cut it wrong. Well, my cuts are always straight, so.
Chance and
Well, Chance don't know. There's Christy and Scott.
Yeah, hey Scott and Christy. We look like twins when we sit together. You want to go put a shirt on? You can come say hello.
She just sent me pictures.
Who?
Kirsten.
Oh. Everybody around here likes to get their hair did too.
Well, I ain't never had my hair did.
She's
so.
never dyed her hair.
I mean, they're
There's
not doing a
Tanya.
big change though.
So what are you going to have done to it?
Can I pull up the picture?
Sure.
Will it show up?
Might.
Where is it? That one or that one?
I don't know.
We're gonna go with this one. There.
That's what she wants to do with it.
That one or something like that.
Hold on. Are we helping with Night to Shine this year? We are not. We weren't sure what Nick's work schedule was going to look like, and I didn't really care to go without him. So we're not. It's this coming up Friday. Our church is, but we ourselves are not. But our church is hosting it. Yeah, that's what she would like to have done, and I don't think it'll be bad. It's kind of close to the. We got to focus here.
Oh.
Kind of close to the natural.
Yeah. It's not a big change, but it's something.
The first one, I think, too. You want to let Bubba come sit over here for a minute? Just scoot over and he can slide up under the table. I was going to let him come talk for just a minute. Oh, that's awesome, Tanya. Are you doing it at our church? In Clanton? Or are you doing it in your area? Okay. Look, listen to me. Talk clear.
Okay.
So they can hear you clearly and loud.
Hey guys.
That's
Somebody
pretty.
said hey, Rhett.
Yeah, that's Jacob.
Yeah.
That's pretty. My daughter just had hers done like that. Well, there's Chance. Y'all hadn't seen Chance on here in a little while.
They're calling me Rhett.
It's okay. Mackenzie, can you have colors in your hair during school? Most schools don't allow it here. They can have normal colors. I don't believe they can have
Hey, Miss
wild.
Catherine. Hey, Miss Catherine.
Yeah, I think by the book they're not supposed to have wild colors, but they do. Some of them do. I think if it became an issue that they would push it. Everybody's saying, hey, how have you been?
Good.
Tell them what y'all did today.
We went to baseball tryouts.
They had baseball tryouts today.
Friday, I went to the high school and practiced with them.
I think that was Thursday. Because what happened Friday? Do you remember?
No.
Mackenzie had basketball and Rhett spent the night with Nana. So,
Oh, yeah.
You watched movies.
Yeah.
And then yesterday you spent the day with Nana. And then today they had baseball tryouts to see what team they're going to make. So this week we'll know because we'll probably start practicing next week.
Yeah.
Yep. Miss Catherine said, did you eat some cosmic brownies?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good bit of them. Miss Rayanne said, you're such a good worker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did we watch a scary movie?
No.
No.
We watched about a race car driver.
We watched, no.
Huh?
We watched that the next day. We watched about,
Baseball team making it to the World Series.
it was a
League.
Little League team. But it was a true story.
Yeah.
About a Little League team that made it all the way to the World Series, and their was it their coach?
One of the coaches had cancer.
Right. It's great to have special time with each of the kids. It's hard to do, but we try to do a little bit of it. Can't wait to see you playing baseball. You're
I just
awesome.
read that.
So what do you think about the new baby goat?
Good.
Is he cute?
Yeah.
He's adorable, ain't he?
Yeah. Miracle looks like a little calf.
Yes, Miracle does look like a little cow. What position do you play in baseball?
Catcher. I play all over the place.
I was going to say, you play multiple. You really like playing catcher. And you will. You'll play some catcher, and you also play
anywhere.
Third base and center field.
Outfield.
Center field.
First base I played before.
Yeah, you've played first base, but not a whole lot. You do a lot better at third base and outfield.
Yeah.
Did you play any winter sports this year? No? You didn't play basketball or hockey or anything like that? We take a break between football and baseball during the winter to take a little time to recover and spend some more time on the farm, because from February to November we're doing a whole bunch of sports.
Somebody asked, is Blue a good name for the baby?
What do you think? I like Blue too. She said you have a great smile.
Thank you.
Should name him Ice because of his ice blue eyes.
Yes.
Miss Catherine's fooled. She thinks you're a good kid. You got her fooled. She said you must be pretty good playing those positions.
Yeah. We should name the baby goat Bluey.
Bluey?
Yeah.
Oh.
Brett would like that.
Yeah. There's less chance of a concussion with baseball.
Either getting hit in the head by the ball,
or you shouldn't collide with anybody for the most part, right?
Yeah.
She said you've been a great help while your dad's been sleeping. You've been trying. It gets a little difficult to stay quiet. So we have to be a little creative, and the boys go outside and play, or we try to spend some time out at the farm. I was center field and pitcher when she played softball. Who has the better grades, you or Rhett?
Me.
No. But Rhett's in kindergarten. But Rhett
has easy stuff.
Well, he's in kindergarten, so Rhett does really well he could actually have good grades if he was leveled on a higher level. Chance has a little struggle. What's your struggle?
Reading.
Reading. Can't wait till blackberry season. You'll pick some for a cobbler. His fingers will be purple from eating them all.
There'll be barely any left.
She said, I got hit in the chest by my perfect pitch, and it hurt.
Yeah.
You've had some balls hit you, haven't you?
Yeah.
Tanya says she played left field in high school.
I have played all of outfield.
Yes.
I've played everywhere.
Chance has a really good arm for the distance, so he plays a lot of the outfield. Jacob said the worst part about baseball is getting the dirt out of the pants. Well, I only tried that the first couple games, and after that, we just gonna live with the dirt stains, aren't we?
Yeah.
You can always do baseball practice outside while Nick sleeps.
Under his window.
Yeah. Yeah. They like to holler and yell out there, so I have to tell them to be quiet because you can hear them inside. Is there anything you want to say to them? No?
Other than subscribe and hit the thumbs up button.
Subscribe and hit the thumbs up.
Somebody, she said hit it.
Yep. Miss Lama played shortstop and outfield. Oh gosh, Miss Tanya got hit by a pitching machine and had a bruise for months on her leg.
That maybe hurt.
Yeah. Will you go see if Rhett's asleep? If not, tell him to put on a shirt and come here if he can be good.
Okay.
Tell him bye.
Bye.
Lori, I hope we didn't put you to sleep. She said she's going to bed.
Am I coming back?
You can come back for a minute. Letting everybody rotate through. Is he asleep?
He couldn't make it any longer.
Oh, he's out?
Yeah.
Thank goodness. He needed to go to sleep.
He's like this.
Oh, gosh. He's been wild today. Baseball isn't a very common sport in Australia. Chance wouldn't
Isn't
know
it
what
called
to do.
cricket?
Yes, it is.
Miss Londa said, thanks for reminding everybody to hit the button.
You're welcome. It is cricket, Mac.
I'm not sure.
It is.
Lorraine, what's good in your area?
Watch Peppa Pig, Mama. Australia.
Yes,
they play
cricket. He said watching Peppa Pig, they told him that cricket's big there. I'm going to start yawning.
Don't.
I need Nick here to announce it. You're not doing a good job announcing it.
What am I announcing? First yawn at 37:30.
Yes. Thank you. Karen, was Rhett a little feral today?
No.
Was he a little feral? I don't know. I wasn't there half the day.
Well, was he feral?
While I was with him, yes.
Yes. Now she's yawning. Hey, Miss Pam.
Up there.
So everybody's yawning now. It's time to go to bed. Cricket in summer and AFL and NRL football in the winter. What is AFL and NRL?
Probably like Australian Football League.
Oh, yeah. Australian Football League. That
I don't
sounds
know.
right. That would probably be right.
Ain't Australian Football League two-man touch type?
I don't know. Surprised that Rhett's in bed already. Well, we've kind of known he was needing it. Here lately with Nick working at night, we'll get in there after everybody's had their showers. We'll get in the chair and Rhett'll get against my lap right here and he'll doze off by 8:30. I mean, he's been getting sleepy pretty early. Australian rules football.
Tell me.
Okay.
W. Washington said, we have wonderful children, but it comes from wonderful parents. Yeah. So that's so funny that she says that. So I don't, all parents, I'm going to tell them a story about today. All parents discipline their kids different ways, and sometimes, sometimes you just have to give them a spanking. And not everybody agrees on that, but if it works for your child, then that's what you do. And little old Farmer Rhett was not being that great when we were leaving church, and he kept refusing to do what I told him to do. So we got to the car, and I gave him a spanking and let him know why. We always make sure they know why. And he said I was being a terrible parent because I was not loving him because I was giving him a spanking. And I had to explain to him that I would be a terrible parent if I didn't have consequences to his bad actions. Can't go to bed. He hadn't said what was for dinner, and after the live, I get to get ready and go to work. So for dinner tonight, the kids
I had
had
hamburger helper.
the kids ate hamburger helper, and I boiled 2 eggs and made a butter garlic sauce and put it on my 2 eggs.
I should tell them what I had for dinner yesterday.
Yeah, so you spent the night at Kirsten's house yesterday, and her daddy made.
They made jalapeno deer poppers, and they were so good. If you don't know what a jalapeno popper is, it's where you take a jalapeno and you cut it in half. Then you get all the seeds and all that other stuff out, and then you smush a bunch of cream cheese in it, and then you wrap it in bacon. But that's a regular jalapeno popper. This one was not. This one had deer meat in it, and it was chef's kiss. It was great. So after we put the cream cheese in a jalapeno popper like you normally would, they had deer tenderloin cut up in tiny pieces, and she put it on there, and then they wrapped it in bacon, and then they baked it. It was so good. And then we had mashed potatoes.
Yeah, mashed potatoes. Spanking's never hurt anyone. It needs to come back. Well, so for us, oh, there's Summer. Hey, Summer. For us, it's real important to explain why they get a spanking. And so here lately, Rhett's really been, I think it's just because Daddy's been working and sleeping. It's just everything's been thrown off. So Nick said you have to grill it. So everything about Rhett's schedule's been thrown off. So he's kind of been a little more bad lately. And we don't like to spank them if we don't have to, but if we have to and they need it, then we're gonna do it. And I just had to do it today because one, what he was doing embarrassed me. Two, what he was doing was wrong and he didn't listen. So we took care of it. So he's kind of been on the fritz all day, and he's what did I don't remember what I told you, Nick. He had told me earlier. I called Nick and laughed about it in private because I told Rhett no, he couldn't have a soda because he had been bad, and I didn't love him because if I had loved him, I would give it to him.
So
And I thought that was I thought that was funny. Oh yeah, because I only care about him behaving. I don't care about loving my children. I told him he didn't behave today, so he didn't get a soda today. And he said, "All you care about is me behaving, and you don't care about loving your children because all you want is us to behave." I said, "Well, it all plays together, but the answer is still no." Jacob asked if I was going to stay up. No. I mean, I will if he's going to come home in the next, couple hours. But other than that, no. I've been sleeping at night. Nick comes home and sleeps during the day, but I still have to get up and take the kids to school and all. So,
You have school tomorrow.
yeah, you have school tomorrow.
I gotta get up early tomorrow.
Hey, Mom.
Emotional blackmail at age 6. Yes, he knows how to play the system.
Oh, yeah.
He can do it. He'll come to me, and if I don't tell him what he wants, he'll go to Daddy, and Daddy will tell him to ask Mama, and he'll say, Mama said yes.
It's crazy.
Gosh, it is. It's fun.
He's a grown man in a 6-year-old body.
He really is. But I'm glad he's asleep so he can restart again tomorrow. He needed a reset. Factory reset today.
Mm-hmm. He was trying to reverse psychology.
Uh-huh.
He does that a lot.
Tanya said, I don't negotiate with tiny terrorists. Yeah.
I do that on a daily.
Apparently, I do try to negotiate with him to keep him at bay, but I don't like being embarrassed.
Wow.
Smart mouthing is rude. Yep, it is.
I got something in my eyeball.
It's a finger now.
I think it's mascara.
It's a finger.
That's the only makeup I wear.
That's right, Summer. She said everyone needs a reset some days.
Mm-hmm.
At least he'll be in school tomorrow. That's right. And he has a little friend, his little best friend, Bo, plays baseball too. So he's excited to go talk about tryouts with his friend Bo tomorrow.
And they're hoping and praying that they get on the
And
same
they
team.
really hope they're going to be on the same team. But there's 60 of them that tried out today.
That's too many little kids.
How many
60.
tried out for me?
You were doing the right thing. I'm 89 years old. I have 5 kids, 12 grands, 16 great, and 1 great. Great. That's
awesome.
a lot.
That's a whole bunch.
I hope we are around long enough to see
I worked
that
at a
many.
daycare for 3 years. It was the best birth control.
Well, we made him like this, but we also know that we're responsible to keep him reeled in.
You done yawned and I can't stop.
But we have to do it with all 3 of them. There's
I'm a
a
good kid though.
15-year-old that gets a little sassy mouth sometimes.
True.
But you know I'm joking.
And there's a 10-year-old that whines sometimes. True.
Real.
Tell him if he is good, he will get to grow up.
Huh?
That's funny.
Sounds like he's still stuck at 4.
Oh, gosh. You correct him because you love him and you want him to grow up a good boy. That's right.
Bad boy.
He just don't always see that. And I guess at 6 years old, he's not going to. He thinks I'm terrible sometimes. Would you stop?
I'm trying. I'm so tired. We didn't go to bed till 1 a.m.
You could have just stayed up until church.
And then her dad got up at 5. And then I went back to sleep and didn't get up till 7.
I need to tell Nick that if he's good, he can grow up.
So what age is he stuck at?
I don't know. I never negotiated with my boys.
He probably stuck.
They done it my way or else. Well, that's kind of, I'm the pushover.
Nana spoils us.
I'm lucky girls tend to go off the rails as teenagers worse than boys do. Well, I'm not doing that. I'm a good child.
We definitely got the drama in the beginning, getting that out of the way.
I did.
You're very dramatic.
I can be.
You are.
I have drama actually.
You definitely have drama.
No, I have drama, like actual drama. I'll tell you later.
There's always drama.
It's great.
There's not drama.
My dad used to be on the Board of Education on both my brother. Used the Board of Education on both my brother and myself.
Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
How?
You could go into acting, yes. Nick said daily. See, you're full of drama. He says daily.
Nick, you sleep right now. You don't get
He's
the drama.
been around longer than him sleeping for a
But
week.
he don't get the drama right now.
He's so thankful.
That don't mean anything.
I have never been threatened with the Board of Education. I'm glad. You know why?
No,
Because I'm the kid that sits in the back of class.
You don't know what they're talking about.
A paddle?
Oh, yeah. Why does that matter where you sit? The paddle will still reach you.
Because I'm
Yeah.
the kid that sits in the back of the class with my nose in a book.
Oh.
Yeah, I know what the Board of Education is. That's what our paddle's name was.
Our teacher lets us pick out our paddles. We get 3.
Sarah said,
I can't see.
guys, y'all are hurting me. I get to stay up all night. I was a single mother, Zoe, so my kids couldn't afford for me to be a pushover. I think girls come with drama naturally. I agree. Wooden spoon was a staple when we were kids.
I don't think I've ever gotten a wooden spoon.
No, just have a leather belt.
And it's been how many years since I've gotten that?
I don't know.
That one kind of.
Well, she said our principal had a board of education with air holes for aerodynamics. You hear that wind?
Yeah, Coach Colt had to make a new one year.
Tanya said you never wanted your parents to say, go pick a switch.
You had to tell me that.
But you weren't picking yours, you were picking theirs.
No, I've had to pick my own switch.
Oh.
I think Papa made me pick my own switch one time.
Probably Papa would have done that. Summer likes listening to chants in the background.
Okay.
Well, I reckon we're going to get off of here. I'll be happy to have Nick back. He's always got things to say.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap up. I know it's a few minutes early, but we're going to settle in for the evening, and y'all pray for us because we're missing Daddy at home, and maybe things get back to normal this week. Is it normally just the threat of it that fixes the behavior? Absolutely. Then they tell me to shut up and let you talk. I don't want to talk no more. I don't like it.
Well, if I'd have something to talk about, I could talk about it.
Tanya was showing off my cakes today. Thank you. All right, guys. We love y'all. We appreciate you joining us for this last little whirlwind of all kind of stuff. And we'll see y'all Wednesday.
Oh.
Bye.